My name is Kingsley Kwako. I work with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in Ghana. I'm here in Nairobi to participate in the pre-SB 64 consultation meetings to help us decide on a position for Africa negotiators of agriculture. So when we go to Bonn, we can negotiate properly and with a common voice. Just transition in agriculture for Africa in the context of food security. I'll look at it from two perspectives. We are talking about transitioning from our current practices to a practice that reduces emissions. That is generally what we are looking at when we talk about just transition. But then the just element of it is that will the transition enhance the food security situation, or it will rather compound the food security situation? My understanding is that any transition that will make in the area of agriculture and food security should contribute to enhancing the food security situation of Africans. And we'll look at it from two perspectives, just the low-hanging fruits. One, we are talking about food production, and the inputs that are required for food production includes fertilizer. And if you are saying fertilizer contributes to GHG emissions, and therefore we should reduce the use of fertilizers, the question we need to ask ourselves is, what is our current use of fertilizer? What is the output that we get from the use of fertilizers? So if we reduce the use of fertilizers, how is it going to impact on our agriculture production and productivity? And that will also translate into food availability and then food security. So looking at our current situation, any just transition action should, for me, not target reduction in the use of fertilizers, but rather enhance productivity. Even with the current fertilizers volumes that we use, we should be able to enhance productivity and rather cut down the unnecessary things that are associated with it. The second issue is about the issue that has been very, very controversial: livestock. If we are looking at livestock in the African perspective, we don't look at livestock as animals, but we look at livestock in a livestock system, where we talk about cultural values, we talk about economic values, we talk about their contribution to landscape restoration and then soil fertility enhancements, in addition to other benefits as well. So if we look at only the methane emission as a result of feeding and also manure management, even manure management, we don't enclose our livestock to the extent that they produce a lot of manure because of the free range system that we operate. The livestock will normally defecate on the grassland and the rangelands, which doesn't emit that much compared to the ones that are in an enclosed situation, and therefore they emit a lot of methane and the nitrous oxide. So these are the issues that I will look at. If you say we should reduce livestock numbers because of emissions, what about the other benefits that are applicable in the African context when we talk about livestock? So we are looking at the system and not the individual livestock as animals. So just transition, that's how I look at food production, livestock. You can extend it to the coastal areas when we talk about fisheries, but I'm not an expert in those areas, so I can't speak on fisheries, but these are the areas that I can contribute to.